State your name, the organization you represent, where you're from, and what a sustainable community means to you.
Mark Bolden, I represent the Association of Black Psychologists. I am the Eastern Regional Representative for the national organization and currently the president of the DC Association. And we're in Washington, DC, that is. So sustainable community, first, I think the first thing I thought about is, what are we trying to sustain? And the first thing I think about when what we're trying to sustain is a safe environment for our children so they can grow up in sacred time and space, practicing traditional African customs the way that the community sees fit. Immediately when we talk about safe space for African people, I think about the traditional warriors and protecting space. So a community that's sustainable would have in it an element of African warriorhood that knows how to respond and keep African people safe within that community. It knows how to interact with other communities and address needs within the community and outside the community, shared space with other communities. The other piece I think about is health. How does that community sustain their health? One of the things that these communities might engage in is co-op projects that allow people to raise food together, possibly join some farming collectives in which they purchase organic food and deal straight with the farmers, cutting out the middleman. And overall, when I think about governance, I think about sustainable communities having a body of elders that serve as the council of wisdom within that community. That the young folks who are now safe and protected get to interact intergenerationally and learn from the wisdom and understand the importance of keeping that community's traditions sacred. I think the other piece about sustainable communities is, on that last piece that I was talking about, communities have to reify their existence through understanding African people outside their own traditional communities. And so when I think about health, I think about not only the warriors and protection, but I think about healers. And so healers develop cultural practices based on what's needed for that community, what's available locally in terms of their resources, and then are able to share with other communities that have other resources and knowledge about health in order to keep those communities safe. But ultimately, with the sustainability of communities, I think about the warrior traditions being a necessary impact on the community's safety.
It's dope. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Let's see how...